A very beautiful afternoon from wherever you are. Definitely, this is Jalango TV. It doesn't get better than this because today I'm sitting or I'm with the top of the world, top of class of 2020, right? That's the year you guys start your exams, 2020.
Supposed.
Eh? No, who is talking? Who is talking? You guys must really make this interview the best ever because you guys are the best. You start your KCSE last year.
No, it should be
This year.
2020, 2021.
2020, 2021. Because this year a lot disrupted the education calendar, and for the first time the exams were done in an extraordinary time, a time when COVID had taken over and people were wondering, will these students even perform? Will they even make it? Will we even have A's? Will we even have students? What's your name?
My name is Ivan Sydney Mokua.
Ivan Sydney Mokua.
Yes.
From which school?
Maranda High School.
Maranda High School. And you are?
I'm Wasonga Alan Udoma
Wasonga Alan Odoma. From which school?
from Agorosari High School.
Agorosari. And you are?
Mbutire Ashley Nyambura,
Ashley Nyambora. From which school?
Siakago Girls,
What did you get again?
an A-plane.
A-plane. You?
Yeah, an airplane.
And you?
An airplane.
I'm a strong C+ student. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to I want to thank you so much, and you understand now where the problem is. I'm seated with the best of the best. You are what number in the whole country?
Number 2.
Number 2 in the whole country. And you are number?
Nine.
You have no idea. But you had an airplane.
Yeah.
And you?
I was position 20.
Position 20 in the whole country.
Yes.
Out of the over 1 million students who sat the exam.
Yes.
Okay, what was your reaction when you saw yourself as number 20 in the whole country?
Oh, the feeling was very nice, but
Be confident, because I have the best of the best. Be loud enough.
yeah, the feeling was very nice.
Uh-huh.
But I was surprised at first because, of course, I expected to pass, but I did not expect to pass that much.
Uh-huh.
Bearing in mind the situation we were learning in, the COVID-19, and how it had changed the life in matters education. Yes.
Wow. You see CS Magoa reading names, and they call your name as the number 2 best student. How was the feeling?
It's inexplicable, very overwhelming because I was watching and telling myself, if they call my name, I won't send the SMS. If they call it, I'll be even more apprehensive because I'll have to wait. But he said from Agorosari, somewhere. Then when he just said Wasonga, I stormed out of the house. I didn't even wait for him to finish.
Because you knew that you are the only Wasonga in Agorosari,
Yeah.
and you are the number 2 position.
Yes.
When you saw your results and you had scored an airplane, did you expect it?
Not really.
You didn't expect an airplane. What were you working for?
I was working for an AS, but when you see the papers and some of them are just, they're like telling you, you might get an A, but B+ ain't too bad. Still, yeah, then you just get that, and it's amazing.
So when you got it and it's an airplane, so you went to school, you already knew what you had gotten, eh? An airplane.
Yeah.
How was the family feeling and everyone?
Well, they were really celebrating, shouts, screams everywhere. It was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
But you see, things were really crazy during this time, and you guys even sat the exams in the most unlikely times. How are you revising, by the way?
It was tough, kinda, to revise, just to take time for yourself and say, I'm sitting down, I want to revise. But having the online classes by Babu Owino, especially, like science subjects, it's so tough to just sit down and understand stuff by yourself. But when you have some help, it's better.
Wow.
It's nice.
So there's a time you actually sat and watched Babu Owino teach.
Yes.
Did you ever watch Babu Owino teach yourself?
Yeah, I watched him, but later it was after the now when I went to school after the pandemic, you know, I didn't have a smartphone. So the index 2 was like in chemistry, those classes of Babu, you know, they really helped me. So I thought then when I came for the holiday, I was seeing the memes. Then I wondered, or maybe Kenyans are being creative. But when I went to look, I just saw they were real, and I also used them now for the third term.
For the third term.
Yeah.
Do you think Babu Owino is a genius?
Okay, it's kind of a genius. I
Because
can say.
there's a day I was recording his mathematics, I could not even understand anything. He was just talking.
I think it's about the experience he has in the field of education. That's what makes him that.
So you also watch some of his work?
Yeah, I can say I watched some.
Apart from Babu Owino, definitely. You people cannot tell me it's Babu Owino who made you guys pass. What else did you, how did you also revise?
Okay, I can say that the strategies I had, sometimes I could wake up early, but you understand how we love sleep. So I can wake up, then I feel like, oh, I'm waking up, then maybe there's this feeling that I can read, then I fail to achieve what I want. So sometimes I just say, let me retreat back, so that at least even if I fail, I can say, yeah, I failed, but God's grace. I used to wake up anyway.
In the morning.
And I could
So
study.
the morning preps worked well for
Yeah,
you.
it worked. Yeah.
Are you also a morning riser?
No.
You are not a morning riser.
Yeah.
So you used to go for late night preps.
No. I go down with the sun and rise with the moon.
You go down with the sun
And rise with the moon.
Hey, you go down with the sun and rise with the moon.
Yeah.
So the whole night you're just reading.
Yeah. Some, but if you do it for 3 days, the fourth day, the gas tank is out. So you have to go and recharge. So that day, you go down with the sun. When the moon comes, you wait for it. You wait for the sun again. Yeah.
Hey. You are a true follower of Babu Owino. You have already started talking jargon here. You go down by the sun and come back. Me, myself, I used to just go down. I did not know when to wake up or when not to wake up. And which was your favorite subject?
My favorite subject was chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yeah.
Jesus, chemistry.
Yes.
You know, I dropped chemistry in Form 1. Not that it was being dropped, but I walked in and I saw chemistry. I'd already dropped it. My best subject was actually CRE, commerce, history, things that were much of reading. But things you feel it, eh? CRE.
You are many.
We are many.
Many in our school, yeah.
You guys, you people might not understand. So where I went to school, the first time I saw, say, a pipette and all these titration things was the last day of the exam. The last day of the exams, all right? So we used to even sometimes, some of our textbooks were actually exercise books from the previous students. And we had 7 teachers, okay? We had 7 teachers in the whole school. So a teacher would walk in, that is plus the principal and the senior master. So one teacher would walk in and say it's maths. The bell rings, it is CRE. The bell rings, the same teacher. Have you ever been taught with a teacher who says, hey, wanafunzi hapo hata mimi nimeshindwa? So that's how crazy it was. So when I tell you that I got a C+, a C+ at my school, Nyangoma Boys Secondary School for Sons of African Gentlemen, would be an airplane in a Gorosari.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you. You see, you are surprised. So let me ask you. Now that there are more students coming out there, this year we have more students. What will be your advice for them?
Just say that you just do your best. Sometimes, like in the field that you're good in, you don't have to focus on certain stuff. Like just explore everything and find where you're comfortable, and then just enjoy that space, make it yours, own it. For example, for me, like even when reading, I would always have chemistry in between there, calculate a few moles, then I just find myself enjoying the next subject. So just find something that will give you that energy to keep on going.
So chemistry was actually your motivator
Yeah.
to other subjects.
Yeah, but for someone else, it may not be chemistry, it may be football, maybe sports. It's still fine. It's okay. It's fine to be anything. You just do you.
Babu, we know Junior.
Yeah, I have 3 things.
3 things.
Number 1 is just a sentence. You can't get extraordinary results using ordinary means.
Okay.
Number two, you are doing like 8 subjects. You are only as strong as your weakest link. So as for me, in my school, you know it's a boys' school. People will score 98 in maths, more than 10. If you score 100, someone tells you like, oh, you have 100. Let's see where you'll go without your 100. Yani, it's not anything big. In chemistry, physics, people will just score. But when you go to English, it was not a walk in the park. It was just people were scoring 50, 60. I was also there. So I looked and I said, okay, we are going to score hundreds in maths, more than 20 of us. What will make me the best? So it was just that English. Like for second term, I went like the whole term, half of that term, I just studied English. If it's from 10, let's say I'm sleeping at 3, I'll do English. I'll write essays from 10, let's say up to 2, until I tell myself, oh, I think I'm going to fail in chem, in maths. But no, you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Wow.
Then the third one, you should find a mentor. Like for me, his name is Mr. Pando Julius. He was always there telling me stories of Ronaldo, like the way she has said, your motivation can be football. He's telling you if he's going for a Champions League final, he's going to sleep in ice so that his body develops tough skin. His people are on a Sunday, they are going out, but he's at the gym getting fit. So even as for me, when people are going for entertainment, those things, I knew it. I was not going to be in Form 4 forever. I just had my calendar. How many days to suffer? 60. I write it off. 59. So it was just like that.
So you are doing even a countdown.
Yeah,
58.
you know, if you're not seeing the finish line, you're going to give up. But if you are seeing it, that's why those strategies which I used, I didn't use them in Form 3. There's no way I could have gone for the whole night in Form 3, yet I'm not seeing the finish line. So I'm seeing the finish line 21st March, English. It was 26th, English paper 1 and 2. That's the finish line. So I'm seeing it and running towards it. So he motivated me, Mr. Apando, and also Mr. Rado, George. He stood by me, those 2 teachers, yes.
Wow. Back to you on your airplane.
Yes.
What were your secrets and what would you tell the students who are watching right now?
Okay, my secrets, I can say that you should find a mentor, somebody, a confidant. That for my case, I had a friend, he's called Shemo War. He also scored an A, 83 points. I can say somewhere around Form 2, the chemistry she's talking about, to me, it was hell. I did not like it. Like, I'm reading, but I'm scoring the normal grades, you understand them. But a time came when the COVID year began. I said, let me try this chemistry. I read, but the score was still the same. So I'm like, oh, I read, I don't read, I'm still here. So I left it. Then I had this friend, I was telling him like, I'm doing 3 sciences. I have the physics, the biology. So I think I can do, because for me, biology is my best subject. So I felt like, since I have biology and this physics, yeah, I can read them and stop this chemistry. But he encouraged me, and I can say he helped me a lot, because we could study with him as he was waking up to go to class. I can say there's a time he was my bedfather. So as he's waking up, he could tap me and we go to class. Yeah, we read the chemistry. And somewhere when we broke for COVID, I continued with the spirit on my own, that is. And the chemistry, as I went back, I scored a grade that to me it was a surprise. I did not believe that I can do it. And I progressed that way until finally I can say the chemistry is the one, because the physics I had banked on, to me I scored an A- in physics, but the chemistry and the biology I had A's. So they are the ones which make me today say I have an A of 84 points. Otherwise, I could have been having an 83 points.
Wow.
So I think just have a confident, somebody you can bank on, so that he can help you. Also, as he's helping you, also help him. I can say this boy also, the Shem War, was also weak in biology. He was also giving up in biology, that is. The same way I was giving up in chemistry, but I lifted him. And I was very excited. I checked his results personally, and I saw an A in biology. I was very happy. I think that is the most satisfactory part of it.
Wow.
Yes.
A confident.
A confident.
At least now I'm with somebody who shares the best thing. I also almost got an A plane in biology.
Yes.
Why it not for a very good friend who was also a confident of mine. His name is Okumwangolo. So Okumu, on the day of the practical, you know, we were supposed to dissect a rabbit. You understand? And you know, for you to get the best results from a rabbit, it had to stay overnight. Remember? So asubuhi tunashangaa tu mtu ananuka nyama. Kumbe Okumu ameshakula experiment. So that is where we all that is what failed most of us. He ate the experiment. That's why I had a strong B minus in biology. Now we come to the most important part of this interview. What do you want to be, or what do you want to go to pursue in the university?
Okay, I want to pursue medicine,
Medicine.
but mostly in the field of research, and also explore a little bit of criminology, forensic science.
Forensic science and medicine. Wasonga.
Yeah. For me, I applied for Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. So that's what I want to do. Maybe do the course medicine, specialize in surgery, then ultimately I'll specialize in neurosurgery. If I get time, I might venture into some ecology.
You, ecology. Okay. You?
Okay, for me, with the passion I have in biology, of course, I'll do medicine and surgery if God wills. Then I'll specialize in the field of cardiology, something like that. And later, in case time, if I'll be alive, I'll do something to do with cybercrime engineering, at least to cut short the cases we have currently.
Nani akona mara moja hapo? This is too much. These young people, there's a cardiologist here, there's a surgeon, there's a criminologist, there's a what, and I'm just a comedian, Joe. As these amazing young people are planning to pursue criminology, all these things, none of you want to be a comedian? A comedian?
I'm naturally a comedian.
Oh, you are naturally a comedian?
Yeah.
Aha. So even before you go for neurosurgery, can I organize a stage for you?
Yeah, I don't know, but even if you ask my classmates, homemates,
You are the comedian of the
make
school.
them laugh. The people who did KCSE 2018, 2019. Everyone who knows me, they just know I'm a comedian. But I don't know if I can do stand-up. But no, I'm not sure. I don't want to give dry jokes.
You don't want to give dry jokes.
But in a platform like this,
Yeah.
I can just naweza wachekesha tu.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you, where were you born, bred up?
Of course, it was a long time ago. I don't think I can recall.
What is long time ago? You just had KCSE the other day. What do you mean long time ago?
You know, when we say long time ago, the COVID has been a long time since
Okay.
COVID came. So
Alright,
it
it's
makes
a year.
that become very far.
Mhm.
But I think I was born in Kisumu. Yes.
Born and bred in Kisumu.
Okay, you know, my early life.
Early life.
In toddler, when I was a toddler, I was in Kisumu.
Yeah.
Then later,
No wonder you performed well.
later I moved to KCSE, then to Nairobi. Yes.
Okay. And you? Where in Nairobi, by the way? Do you live?
Nairobi in Riverbank.
Riverbank.
Yes.
That is Embakasi East.
Embakasi East.
So Babu is actually your member of parliament.
Babu is my member of parliament.
And you?
As for me, I was born in somewhere, yeah, in, let me remember. I think if it's not Migori, that's my, where I should have been born, I think. Because at the age of, I can remember, at the age of, I couldn't walk. I remember us coming to Nairobi, being carried by my father on the head. So, we have lived in this Nairobi, many places. Tumezunguka Nairobi. many Kayole.
Where do you live right now?
Now it's in Kibra.
Kibra.
Yeah. So Kibra 2014 backwards it was Kayole. Yes, we have lived in this Nairobi except the Westlands of course, but Eastlands, yeah, tumezunguka. Yes.
And you?
Okay, born in Embu, but we moved to Rift Valley, then moved to Utawala in 2012.
Utawala?
Yeah.
That means Babu Owino is again your member of parliament.
Yes.
Is that why you guys were watching Educare? Ama mlikuwa mnaona tu mnasema wacha tufuate mheshimiwa venye anafundisha?
We just found a platform where you can equip yourself with some knowledge about the subjects you are doing, and if you get a chance, you just pop in and benefit yourself because it was for free.
Wow.
So you just benefit.
Of course, yes, guys, if you know about Educare, is this amazing platform that Honorable Babu Owino, definitely member of parliament in Embakasi East, started during COVID, and he asked, what can I be able to do to be able to equip the young learners who are going to face the hurdle of the exams come the month of March. That is when he started the Educare Foundation that actually will be part of the team that will be sponsoring these young people as they go to the university. They're already qualified for the helps of today and the bursaries of today, but then again Educare, the team from Educare led by Babu Owino, told me that they will also be giving and extending their hands towards their education in paying for their higher education fees, and definitely from them the testimony is all clear that, you know what, were it not for Educare Foundation, some of the subjects, like he was really bad in English, and Babu was teaching English. He was really bad in chemistry. Babu was teaching chemistry. Babu was teaching what that you loved? Music. Music. Anytime you go into Educare, it's just not about Babu alone, because what these people have done, they've gone and got teachers from the top schools, the Lenanas of today, the Precious Blood, the Stares of today, the Mirandas of today. All those teachers are on that platform for you to be able to watch. If you are a parent right now there, please download the Educare Foundation app and make sure that you subscribe. Share it with the children out there, and it's even better, it's starting all the way from grade uko class 1, class 1, class 2, nowadays I hear it's grades and all. Make sure that that is a platform that your child back there at home has all the time. I want to thank Team Jalas and everyone who made sure that we got a chance to hang out with these amazing young people, and as they start their amazing journey into the higher education, there's no doubt sky is the limit for these amazing people. They need your support, they need your love. You know, sometimes you can be celebrated during KCSE and all the results are out, but these people still need mentors out there.
My name is Robin Onjala Simith. I've been a student in Moranga High School, and I sat exams this year 2021. We were to do them in 2020, but then Corona came and they were pushed to 2021, and after the results, I emerged the best candidate in the country. The journey has been long and it had its challenges. All the way from primary school, I come from a humble background. We are 5 of us and I'm the third born. So of course there's been that pressure for school fees and all that on my parents. So even when I was joining primary school, my parents could only manage to take me to the Shea Primary School, which is not quite one of those prestigious schools, but that's where I schooled for 8 years, from class 1 on to class 8. And after KCPE, I had scored 409 marks. Then got admitted to Moranga High School, where again, of course, there was that pressure again on my parents to pay the fees to sustain me and my siblings, because I also, at that time, I also had younger siblings who also needed the fees to be provided. And yeah, after that journey with its challenges, when we got to Form 4, COVID-19 came and we had to come back home, and I was devastated. I felt like now giving up because, you know, I always knew that in Form 4 you had to be very serious, keep reading, but then something comes up and we are home for about 9 months. But I thank God because I was lucky to interact with the teachers, to liaise with them. There were online lessons, there were assignments constantly, and they kept me engaged for that whole period. Of course, during the time, it was also challenging because remember the economy was also suffering. So again, that will put another strain on the parents and all the Kenyans in general. But we stood firm, and I thank all the Kenyans because they prayed, and it's good that our country went through that and we emerged strong because in October, the CS announced that you are going back to school, and after that whole period, we managed to go back to school, where again we tried to do our best because we knew we had little time. And after the exams, the results came, and yeah, they were good, and it really didn't take much of my own effort. I know it was the effort of my parents. I thank them. Despite all that struggle for the time I was in primary school and secondary school, they stood with me, both financially. I know they were struggling to get the fees, but I thank them. And also they were prayerful, they helped me. I thank all the teachers because they always stood with us. Even when there was COVID, they would visit places as far as Marsabit to where the students are. And I also thank all the Kenyans, to every single person who prayed for all the 2020 candidates, not just myself. Their prayers have gone a long way in assisting us, and definitely because I aspire to be a doctor, and one that deals with cancer to be specific, then I will definitely give back to my country. This thing of cancer, it has been a tough issue. Cancer has led to the deaths of many people from all backgrounds, those who are poor, those who are rich, and definitely would love to contribute in the fight against that. So I'm going to try my best, and give back to my country. The online lessons, they are not only from the school, because if there is particularly someone I would love to appreciate, it is Mheshimiwa Babuino, because he went a step further and even started teaching himself. I remember the lessons, mathematics and chemistry. I must say they really helped a lot, because maybe like our school was able to provide online lessons. I know there were schools which could not, and those candidates out there, even those from the poor backgrounds, at least they had something to hold on to. And I must say those lessons from Educare Foundation, they were really beneficial. I benefited myself personally, and I strongly believe that all the other candidates across the country who took part in those lessons can testify of the same. Yeah.
Now, just to finish up, I just want to give them all a chance to say a few thank yous to the people who actually supported them to these heights that they have achieved. Let me start with the beautiful young girl here. to the Kenyans out there, to the students and to the people, who are you giving your thanks? Straight to the camera.
Okay, I'm giving thanks to God first, to our Reverend, then to my parents. They've been really there for me, mentally especially. You know, you still need support when you're going down. Then also Babowino for the bursaries to get me to school through all this time, and also for the online planning, and to my teachers and my fellow students. Yeah.
And
Yes,
you?
Definitely thanks to God, my parents, my siblings, then in school, the following teachers, Mr. Pando, Mr. Rado, Mr. Bernard, Mr. Amayo, and the rest. Then there are also some students who helped me. We have Calvin Obat, Franklin Kimtai, and Job Kaz. They were also very hardworking. Yeah. So thanks to you. Thanks to you, man.
And you?
To me, I say thank you to God, to my parents, okay, to my teachers. I have Mr. Ombalo, Daniel Ombalo, my class teacher, Mr. Ronald, my geography teacher, Mr. Isaiah Onyango, my English teacher, and all the teaching fraternity at Maranda High School. Also, I had my classmates, beginning with Ochieng Shemo War. We have Dan Ochola, and the whole Form 4 Blue class. I can say it gave me a conducive environment to do my studies. Okay, we shared a lot with them, and I guess that's why I'm here. Thank you to them.
Wow, that is our amazing sit down with the class of 2021, the top in the country, definitely having a conversation with us, sharing with you their dreams and how they got a chance to achieve. Running right down here at the educare.org foundation app. Please, you can always download it. This is how it looks on your mobile phone, on your Play Store. Make sure that you as a parent out there download it. Definitely, I also want to take this opportunity to thank my teachers. To talk here, we are done. This is Jalango TV, and this is Bonga Najalas.